Is yoga an exercise program or is it a religion? Hi, I'm Dr. Chellam, founder of Holistic and Integrative Center of Novi, the best place for you to find your best doctor, and that is always you. So is yoga a religion or is it an exercise program? It's neither. What yoga is an ancient discipline that has rules and regulations that help us live a very well-balanced life. In fact, if we follow the principles of yoga, it's almost impossible to have chronic disease. So as I'm undergoing training, one of the things I learned, and I want to share this lesson with you, yoga has rules and regulations. One of the 5 regulations is Ahimsa, or non-violence. And many of us have heard Ahimsa through Mahatma Gandhi, who used it against apartheid, as well as to get India's independence from the British Empire. Martin Luther King, who used these principles in the civil rights movement. So what is Ahimsa? Ahimsa is non-violence when it comes to thought, word, and deed. And here's a very nice story that helps you understand why non-violence becomes very important. So Akbar was one of the Mughal emperors in India, and he used to be a very kind man, and he had a certain time of the day when he would just stand out his patio in the palace and watch the city. And there were streets in front of the palace. That's how the story goes. And he's watching people walk back and forth. And he sees this one particular man carrying firewood. And every day he walks across the street going towards his home, most likely. And Akbar, for some reason, did not like this man. Now, what was surprising is Akbar did not know this man, and he could not figure out why he didn't like him. So after a few days of watching this guy go back and forth with the firewood, Akbar was like, I just hate this guy. So he decides he's going to find out why he hates him. He disguises himself as a common man, and Akbar takes this walk down that street and catches up with this man carrying the firewood. And as he's chatting with him, he says, what do you do with all this firewood? He said, well, this is sandalwood, and I'm collecting this. And he says, why? You know what? I really don't like our emperor, and I think when he dies, he's going to need a lot of firewood for them to burn the body. And at that time, I'm going to become really rich because I'm going to sell this for a real good price to the palace. And suddenly it occurred to Akbar why he did not like this man. The man's negative thoughts and the violent thoughts of death of the emperor actually created a negative feeling in Akbar, even though he didn't know the man. So you see, thoughts create vibrations. And it's very fascinating to understand that, and I'm sure you've experienced it yourself. When you think negatively about something or negatively about, say negative things about a particular situation, nothing good ever comes out of it. So how do we overcome these negative thoughts? It requires a lot of practice. We've got to learn to reframe our negative thoughts. And every time you have a negative thought, remember, that's the vibration you send out, and that's what you will get back. So it's extremely important to understand and practice Ahimsa, which is nonviolence, when it comes to thought, words, and deeds. I find this very common in this day and age, where in the internet world, we tend to give our opinions about people we don't know, about incidents we have no personal knowledge of. And sometimes the words I read are so violent, they're so dehumanizing. It's almost like we all need to learn to practice Ahimsa all over again. So once again, your thoughts become vibrations. If you want to send out good vibrations so you get back good vibrations, let's begin with the right thought. I'm Dr. Chellam, founder of Holistic and Integrative Center of Novi, or Holistic Icon, the best place for you to find your best doctor, and that is always you.